Show the world. Come on. Bring it on.
Hi, welcome to RooSports. I'm Joey Ross. Today we'll be recapping the week 5 and see how we did on our picks. My dad Toby went 6-6. I went 8-4 on our picks, and just what a week of college football.
It was a really crazy week when we saw 3 teams in the top 10 fall this past Saturday.
Yes.
You want to kind of recap those, Joey?
Yeah. Ole Miss did not come to play in Gainesville,
And you picked Florida to win this
did,
game.
yeah.
So, I mean, credits to Joey here on thinking that Florida had
Yeah.
the ability to take this win to Ole Miss. Actually, they really just whipped them pretty good.
Yeah. It was really nice.
On some other games, what'd you think?
The Notre Dame game, Clemson had the edge the whole game, and then Notre Dame fought back, and they just didn't convert that 2-point conversion and lost it.
Yeah, you called Clemson. We both called
Yeah.
Clemson on
Yeah.
that one. We both thought Clemson would actually take this game. All right, Joey. Another game that you thought
Yeah.
they're in the top 10 that shook it up.
Yeah, UCLA,
Wow.
they shocked me as well. I mean, I think they're at home too, so I don't know
With
happened.
one of the favorites, that you thought to win the Heisman, the quarterback for UCLA.
Yeah, Brett Hundley. No, he's not there anymore.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay. Anyway, UCLA was definitely a very, very effective offensive team, and they just didn't have it against Arizona State on Saturday.
Yeah.
So with that, Joey, we have a new top 10.
I know.
I mean, this past Saturday, the whole top 10 really got
Mixed up.
mixed up.
And-
All right, so let's talk about the new top 10. All right, number 1, Joey, Ohio State stays at number 1, squeaking out against Indiana. What do you
Yeah.
think? They still deserve the number 1
I
spot?
kind of think they do. They they play an undefeated team. Indiana's got a great offense with Kevin Wilson. It was away too, so I guess Ohio State wasn't really ready for that game, and then they got the hang of it at the end. Held on.
Okay, number 2, TCU
Okay.
jumps up to number 2. Do you like that?
Yes, they took care of Texas.
Okay, number 3, Baylor jumps up to number 3 on this one, Joey.
They did good against Texas Tech, and I don't have any problem with them at 3.
All right, number 4 this week in the top 10 is Michigan State.
Yeah, they went down because they kind of struggled against Purdue and almost lost the game, but survived at the end.
They did survive. This is probably the most surprising one of the top 10 to me is number 5, and Utah has jumped to the number 5 spot. What do you think about that, Joey? Especially not having played a game
Yeah.
this past
I mean,
Saturday.
I don't think Utah should be number 5 in this top 10. Clemson beat the number 6 team. Bama beat the number 8 team. I don't know why Utah is above any of these teams.
All right. So with that, number 6 is Clemson now.
Yeah, so I really do think they should be above Utah, but we'll just see what happens.
All right. Now number 7, LSU has jumped up to the 7th spot.
Yeah, they kind of struggled a little bit with Eastern Michigan there, but kind of cruised on at the second half.
Yeah, they definitely got that win. And of course, number 8, Alabama. This would be the first one-loss team in the top 10.
Yeah.
Think they deserve it?
Yeah, they picked the number 8 team in the nation in Attaway, but I think Georgia was just overrated.
Okay. Number 9, another SEC team jumping into top 10 is Texas A&M at the number 9 spot. What do you feel about that?
They've been good. They kind of struggled against Arkansas. That one time they played in overtime, and they've been playing good to me.
All right. And then finally, to round off the top 10 list, at number 10 is Oklahoma. What do you think?
They're good. They've beaten 2 ranked teams this year. The only team in the FBS to do that. So I think they could be very dangerous this year.
All right, Joey. So yeah, certainly a very, very critical Saturday where we saw some teams fall and some teams rise up and stuff. So with that, we have a question here, Joey,
Yeah.
sent in. Right now, at the end of week 5,
Yeah.
man, who would you think? Who would you put into the top 4 spots for the playoff right now?
I'm gonna go probably number 1, TCU. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Clemson. Number 4, Texas A&M.
Wow,
I think that could happen.
Hey, that could happen.
I mean, they've all been playing good, but Ohio State needs to kind of work on some stuff, and TCU's got Baylor and OU coming up pretty soon.
So you think TCU, with being in the Big 12, not having a conference championship game, could go undefeated and take over the spot of the Pac-12 champion, who may have a 1 loss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Some interesting choices, Joey. We have another question real quick. Conference champions. Who would you say, who would you pick right now that you could see go ahead and winning the rest of the season, end up being the conference champion? First of all, we'll go with the ACC conference. Who do you like in that?
I like Clemson. They've been lights out this season. They got Florida State coming up pretty soon, so they might have to just beat them, maybe, and just take care of their opponents.
Okay. Next up, Joe, Big 12. There are now 4 undefeated teams in the Big 12. What do you think about that?
I might go with Baylor in this one.
Baylor.
They're good. They have a good offense. They need to work on their defense though, but I think they could be very dangerous this year.
Picking Baylor for the Big 12 champions. All right. Next, we got the Big 10 conference. Who do you like winning the Big 10 conference right now?
I'm gonna go with a weird one. I might go with Northwestern.
Wow.
They're on a roll.
Northwestern is playing very good football.
Their defense is they don't want any points on that scoreboard.
They're moving up there in the top 25 right now and stuff, undefeated as well. All right, Joey, who do you like in the Pac-12 conference?
I'm still gonna go with UCLA. I know they have 1 loss, but I think they can bounce back after that 1 loss. They might could, take care of some of these opponents. Like Utah and Oregon and Stanford and USC.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, Joey, at the SEC conference, these teams are just beating each other up right now.
Yeah.
Who do you like?
I like Texas A&M. Kevin Sumlin's doing an amazing job there without Johnny Manziel, and they're just like growing right now with this team, and I think they can do something special this year.
All right, some interesting picks by Joey Ross here for the conference champions. For how you feel about the top 4 playoff right now.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, let's go on to some picks real quick for upcoming games. This Saturday, not quite as exciting as Week 5's been, but for Week 6, we'll start off with a Thursday game, Joey, where we have Washington, who is 2-2, taking on number 17 USC. What do you think about this matchup?
I'm gonna go with USC. They've been lights out. Their offense is good. They kind of give that loss up to Stanford, but they'll bounce back and they'll win this game.
All right, I like USC as well in this one, Joey. All right, starting off some Saturday games, we have the Red River rivalry. It's hard to say, isn't it? All right, number 10, Oklahoma taking on Texas. Joey, I like Oklahoma in this one. Texas is really struggling.
Yeah.
Struggle against TCU and stuff. I just don't see them even taking advantage of the Sooners in this one.
Yeah, I like OU as well. Baker Mayfield's been lights out, leading the FBS in total touchdowns this season. He could be a Heisman hopeful in the future, and I don't think Texas will give him any challenge.
All right. Next up, Joey, we have number 7, LSU taking on South Carolina. What do you think? Do you think South Carolina takes advantage of this and tries to ruin the Tigers' chances, or?
I'm gonna go with LSU here. South Carolina will give them a little challenge, but I think Leonard Fournette will get them out of that hole and win this game for them.
All right, man. Yeah, I like Leonard Fournette. I think he's an amazing running back, amazing player. Overall, get him the ball, he'll find the space and take off. I like LSU to win this one as well. All right, Joey. Next up, we have a Big Ten matchup with Indiana taking on Penn State.
I'm gonna go with Indiana here. They almost beat the number 1 team last week, this past week. So I don't think Penn State's a good team, but this will be a good game. But I think Indiana comes out with the win.
Hey, Indiana played with a lot of heart, didn't give up, came down to one play to take it to overtime. I like Indiana on the road against Penn State in this one as well. All right, Joey, ACC matchup where we have Georgia Tech taking on number 6 Clemson.
I'm gonna go with Clemson here. Georgia Tech has struggled. They've not done any good this year. Growing, but I think Clemson will just shut them out.
All right, I like Clemson as well in this one. All right, well, this is going to be a really interesting matchup here in the Big Ten. We have number 13 Northwestern taking on number 18 Michigan. Joey, you said it before. You picked Northwestern as of right now, playing probably some of the best football you've seen defensively to win the Big Ten. I think this is going to be a tough matchup for Northwestern.
Yeah, Northwestern, Michigan, they have great defenses. This is going to be a defensive game. It's going to be a low-scoring game. There's going to be no offense. I think Northwestern kind of plays good, and they win it by 2 field goals.
Okay, I'm going to go with Michigan on this one. I think Harbaugh does something with his Wolverines and tries to find a weakness within Northwestern and tries to expose that and takes the first loss against Northwestern there. All right, Joey, next up we have Navy taking on number 15 Notre Dame.
I'm going with Notre Dame here. They're going to bounce back off that one loss against Clemson. Navy's undefeated, but I don't think Navy will hang up with these guys, and I think Notre Dame comes out with the win.
Okay, I like Notre Dame in this one as well. That's what you said about Navy undefeated. They're going to get a test against the Irish. I like Notre Dame in this one as well. All right, Joey, we're going to Pac-12 here. Oregon State taking on Arizona. I like Arizona in this one. They're playing some pretty good football right now. Had some tough losses.
Yeah.
What do you like in this one?
I'm going with Oregon State here.
Okay.
Arizona, their quarterback is kind of questionable, that concussion. But I think Oregon State kind of shocks the nation here and beats Arizona in Tucson.
All right. So this is your upset?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joey picking Oregon State with that one. All right, next up, Joey, we got a Big 12 matchup. This is going to be an interesting matchup with this offenses. Number 21, Oklahoma State taking on West Virginia.
I'm going with West Virginia here. OSU's gotten lucky in the past 2 games, I think, but I don't think they get lucky here. They're playing in Morgantown, West Virginia. It'll be loud. I think West Virginia is going to win this game.
Okay, you know what, Joey? I like West Virginia in this one as well. I'm telling you, Oklahoma State has played some really good football. They played well, but man, these last 2 games have really come down to the wire. I don't think they need that. They're going to need to be on the top of their game, and West Virginia's offense seems to be playing really well. Made some mistakes against the Sooners and stuff, but I think the home advantage with West Virginia will help the Mountaineers with this victory.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Joey, another Big 12 matchup. Number 2, TCU taking on Kansas State up in Manhattan.
This is going to be a tough one for TCU again. I'm going with TCU as well. Kansas State did good against OSU this past week, losing by 2 points. But I think TCU comes out. It'll be close, but I just think TCU wins this game, though. Okay,
I like TCU as well in this one. Kansas State's been playing some really good football. They squeaked by and tried to get that win against Oklahoma State. Couldn't capitalize on it. But TCU's just playing really, really good football right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Horned Frogs in this one as well, Joey. All right, over to the SEC. We're going to look at number 11, Florida, taking on Missouri.
I'm going to go Florida here. They play against Ole Miss, and I don't think Missouri's not that good, so I think Florida's just going to win.
Okay, I like Florida in this one as well. Joey, do you think this is going to be Florida's first big road test against Missouri?
Yes.
Okay, so you think
it's gonna be tough. I think Missouri's gonna give them a scare, but Florida's gonna win.
All right, yeah, Florida definitely impressive this past weekend. So yes, I like Florida as well in this one, Joey. Okay, we'll go back up to the Big Ten and look at number 4, Michigan State taking on Rutgers.
I'm gonna go with the upset here. Rutgers.
Oh, wow.
I think they're gonna win by Michigan State close, just like the Purdue game. But I think Rutgers are gonna be more impressive and beat number 4 Michigan State.
Certainly, Michigan State struggled at home against Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Rutgers, a 2-2 team, trying to figure out where they're at. I like Michigan State in this one. I think they're gonna rebound off their mistakes from last week and get the win. Okay, Joey. Over to the ACC, we have 3-1 Miami taking on number 12 Florida State.
Going with Florida State here. I think Miami struggled against Cincinnati, but I think Florida State's gonna win because it'll be in Tallahassee. It'll be a night game. It'll be big. I think Florida State wins it.
Big rivalry here, Joey. I like Florida State in this one as well. Miami playing some very good football. Florida State just looks really impressive right now. All right, takes us to our last matchup, where we have number 23 Cal taking on number 5 Utah. Now, can Utah live up to that number 5 ranking that's been given to them, or do you think Cal will take advantage and try to spoil that moment for them?
I'm gonna go with Utah here. They've gotten a boost out of that top 10, but I don't think Cal is I think they're a little bit overrated, but I think Utah can win this game.
I'm going to go with Utah as well in this one. If Utah can play like they did against Oregon,
they have no problem.
They have no problem. They did it in Oregon. They played really well against the Ducks away. If they can play like they did against Cal, I see no problem for them holding on to the number 5 spot.
All right.
Oh, wow. So we got some interesting games, Joey.
Yes.
We'll just see how we did on our picks and stuff. So, hey, if you guys have any questions, you can email us at RooSports8@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We got some interesting stuff coming up. But this has been week 6 of our picks.
Joey Ross.
I'm Toby Ross.
And this has been RooSports.
See you guys.